The play-in tournament on both conferences is going to be the most stacked that we've ever seen it. I mean, definitely for the West Conference, where you have the Lakers with LeBron and AD facing the Pelicans, who were the fourth seed quite literally 2 weeks ago. And additionally, you have the Kings, who were also the fourth seed 2 weeks ago, facing against the Warriors, with Steph Curry, who won a championship 2 years ago. The Western Conference is ridiculous, but the Eastern Conference might be even more nuts, because you're going to have Jimmy Butler, who went to the NBA Finals last year as the 8th seed, versus Joel Embiid, the league's reigning MVP and the person who should have won another one this year if he didn't get injured, alongside his new star Tyrese Maxey. And then you have the yearly Chicago Bulls Atlanta Hawks game, which we don't really care about. But other than that, it's going to be completely crazy. So in this video, I'm going to break down everything that you guys need to know about the play-in tournament, including who's going to be injured, because there are a few people who are on the injury report, who's going to play well, the storylines you need to know, and who I think is going to win. Let's dive right into the video. First things first, let's look at the Kings-Warriors game, because as a Dubs fan, this might just be the most interesting one. Because last year, they played each other in the playoffs, and the series went to 7 games. We all remember what happened in Game 7, especially because I'm showing those highlights on the screen right now. Yeah, Steph dropped 50, sending the Kings home in their home arena. Honestly, it was just a nasty display, and he played incredibly well. They've been holding a rivalry this entire year, splitting the series 2-2 between them, and honestly, it's looked really, really even. Now, the Kings do have quite a few injuries, so I wouldn't be surprised to see the Warriors walking away with it, especially because Klay Thompson has been on a heater his last 8 games, averaging 26 points per game, and everything just seems to be coming together. However, one crucial bit of information that you must know before this game is that Gary Payne II is injured. He's going to be out, meaning that the Warriors lost one of their best defenders, if not their best defender. However, I still think, as a Warriors fan, that they can take it. But if you think otherwise as a Kings fan, I totally see that view. They're a great team this year with De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis. I just don't think they're beating Curry. Next, let's go over the Lakers-Pelicans game. Wow. Guys, we literally saw this game 2 days ago. Literally 2 days ago. But it was Brandon Ingram's first game back. Now that he's got a bit of that rust off, I see the Pelicans being much more improved than that 16-point loss that they just had. Additionally, with home court advantage, it is looking pretty good. But at the same time, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, D'Lo, and that supporting cast, I don't see them losing. I see the Lakers winning this game pretty easily. I mean, AD gets revenge against his old team. LeBron's been going absolutely nuts recently. He's really been playing MVP caliber in year 21. And D'Lo and all of those guys, Rui Hachimura, hey, it's a favorable matchup at every single position. I'm taking the Lakers to win that game, which means that the final game of the play-in tournament on the Western Conference would be Pelicans versus Warriors. We saw this game just a bit ago, like literally 6 days ago, and the Pelicans were ahead the entire time. They kind of dominated the Warriors, if I'm being completely honest, but the Warriors were able to get pretty close in a few certain moments, which leads me to believe that with the playoff experience, even though they don't have home court advantage, The Warriors have been better on the road this year than they have been at home. I trust them to take care of business and send the Pels back to New Orleans. However, there is a counter-argument to be made. Brandon Ingram was not in the game that the Pelicans literally beat the Warriors on. Trey Murphy and CJ shot lights out, and that's been a recurring trend through the past few games. So, frankly, it can go both ways. But give me the Warriors. That means that the rest of the Western Conference playoffs will look like Lakers versus Nuggets, which you make of that what you will, and Warriors versus Thunder, which I think is a pretty favorable matchup. Now, on the Eastern Conference play-in side of things, the first game between the 7th and 8th seed is going to be Sixers versus Heat. Heat at Sixers. Oh my God, guys, I love playoff Jimmy. I love the Miami Heat. Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey are not losing this game. They've been on an 8-game win streak ever since Embiid came back, and they're honestly looking more dominant than ever. It's one of the best teams that I've watched in a very, very long time, with Embiid just absolutely dominating, and Maxey is literally becoming a second star next to him. It's a great team, great chemistry. I just don't see the Heat winning, and this might come back to bite me, but Sixers they can go all the way. They're at least going to be playing the Celtics, at least. If they lose in the Eastern Conference semifinals or finals against the Celtics, then I won't be surprised. But any other team, I will frankly be shocked. Next, you have the Chicago Bulls Atlanta Hawks game. I would go over this game, but I don't really think anyone cares. The Hawks have been mid, and the Bulls have been horrible this season. Whichever team wins this isn't getting out of the first round anyways, so I don't think it's really important. The Sixers are going to clinch the 7th seed and the Heat the 8th seed out of that play-in tournament, meaning that the Sixers will play the New York Knicks. Oh dear. Those are two of, honestly, my favorite teams on the Eastern Conference. The Knicks at the trade deadline were very active, made some beautiful moves, and they still might not win. With Julius Randle out and that power duo of Embiid and Maxey, along with the supporting pieces, such as Buddy Hield, who literally played 84 games this season, by the way, I don't see them winning that. To sum it up, it's going to be a crazy slate of NBA basketball. And you know what else would be crazy? If you leave a like on this video, because look, you're here 8 minutes later. Just like the video. It helps me so much. I don't even make money from these videos anymore. Just like it. See you guys.